Dear friends, join me in conversation with Ajay Pundhir and let's get started. Ajay, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining back. And my next question to you is today, you are an accomplished expert leader in data science and artificial intelligence. So tell me, what are the guiding principles that you follow in your regular work?
Yeah, thanks, Vasim. I, as I told you earlier, like there is a whole value system which I have received from my family background, from my parents, right? So I've just go upon those principles and cherish those principles and try to inculcate those things in my day-to-day practices, right? Day-to-day life. There are three main principles that I would like to bring here that had changed my life. Number one is continuous learning. If you see my journey, I started with my bachelor's in electronics and instrumentation back in 2005. That was the time when I realized that I have my interest into the not only in the engineering but towards the computer science. So in my early career, I was in the education field. So I was teaching to the students in Sharda University, Noida. So that time I was taking the digital electronics classes, and I learned about the computers and how these computers works, right? And
Right.
then I came to the master's program, right? So I did the master's from IIIT Bangalore, right? And in IIIT Bangalore, I was doing research with Nokia Labs, joined Nokia, worked with Samsung, American Express, and now currently with G42. So during this journey, though I had the master, but I was still trying to learn to see how things are happening, how the overall landscape of technology changing, being from starting my journey with the mobile, right? That was the boom in 2010 era
Right.
when I started my IT career. Then the big data. So in Samsung, I was mostly working on the big data. Then I saw, okay, data is there, but how we can get the most value out of this data. That is sparked an interest towards machine learning. So I started my machine learning journey back in 2013, 12, 13. That was the time when we were doing the small experiments, right? Trying to identify the trends in the data, what people might be liking, what not, right?
Right.
Then I joined the American Express Big Data and Machine Learning Lab and continued my journey. Now, after having the 14, 15 years of experience, right, now I'm understanding this deep data and AI landscape, okay, and how this data and AI can leverage the business, right? And when we say leveraging business, we are talking about not only in terms of monetary value, but how this can benefit to the society, how this can benefit to the people in terms of saving their time, right? Saving their money, how it can benefit to improve their lifestyle, right? So all that is happening through the continuous learning. So that is one principle which I always value for.
Right.
Second one is the curiosity and innovation, right? I'm always ready to learn. I always try new things. I believe in there is nothing called the failure, right? Whenever there might be some setbacks, right? But those setbacks also gives you a learning.
True.
Here, I would like to mention one example of one of the great leader with whom I have worked. Right, he for each and every project, right, whatever we have worked with him in American Express, right? So he always says there is nothing called failure, even if the project is not getting successful, right? You are still you are still gaining something out of it, right? In terms of experience, in terms of reusable components that you are creating while building that product, in terms of process what you have followed, right? So all these learnings also add up, right? So
Right.
there is nothing called the failure. It's just about how we are seeing things through the different lenses.
Right.
The third principle which I follow or which I believe in is the people, right? People always comes first over the process, right?
Right.
So the same people, same person, if you put into two different environment, right, they will behave differently. So it's not the people who are making mistake or who people who are doing things differently, right?
Right.
It's the environment. So we have to have the empathy with the people. We need to connect with them. We need to believe in their capability, right? And try to fix the process, try to fix the surroundings in which they are operating, right? And if we give the good environment, if we are ready to challenge their ability, if we are ready to accept the what is so called as the failure and allow them to learn, grow, innovate, right? They can do
Right.
much better than what they are right now doing. So these three principles are something which are guiding my life, and I always believe in. And these are the things which I try to incorporate in my team and whoever I work with.
Wow, that's truly amazing and very inspiring, Ajay. Thank you so much for sharing all those principles. And I am sure these principles for sure is going to add a lot of value to all those aspiring working professionals as well as students as well, because this is super important and a lot of important aspects that you shared while sharing these principles as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we will continue our discussion.